Hey friends, today I'm going to talk about why I do a 1 day fast every single week. And this is something now that I've been doing for about 2 years, and I've seen remarkable health results by doing it. And it's something that I found through many of my health mentors, people like Jack LaLanne and Paul Bragg. You guys have probably heard of Bragg's apple cider vinegar. You've probably heard of Jack LaLanne and his juicer, some of these well-known health pioneers. And they all talked about doing a 1 day 24-hour and maybe even like a 36-hour fast every single week. And I'm going to talk about why I do that and all the benefits you get from it. To start, you get improved immune regulation, you get autophagy and deep cellular healing, improved insulin sensitivity, hormone optimization. That means even thyroid hormone and sex hormone optimization, improved fat burning, enhanced mental health, reduced risk of chronic disease, and just a better emotional balance, a more emotional peace, and the ability to, in a sense, you strengthen your willpower as well, right? Your ability to go without needing a dopamine hit by consuming some sort of food is very, very powerful and crosses over into disciplines in other areas of your life. So a lot of benefit to it. We know that fasting is one of the best things for your immune system. It helps activate autophagy, where you break down old damaged cellular organelles and rebuild new healthy ones. It helps reduce inflammation in your body. We know inflammation is the underlying marker in every chronic disease. Fasting is one of the best ways to reduce that. It's really the best nutritional strategy. The act of eating itself is inherently inflammatory. You're activating insulin, you're activating different inflammatory compounds and different inflammatory agents when you eat. Fasting is inherently anti-inflammatory. It improves the microbiome. A lot of great studies on that. And it regenerates your immune system, your immune cells. So again, we know autophagy is self-eating. And so it's basically when your body breaks down older, damaged cellular organelles like mitochondria and the endoplasmic reticulum, and then reuses the raw materials to build new, healthier mitochondria, new, healthier endoplasmic reticulum. And this happens throughout our whole body. And it's one of the best things we can do to help prevent cancer, to help improve our cardiovascular health, to help improve our brain, as well as all the organ systems and tissues of the body. It's literally how you clean up damaged cells in your system. Fasting is the number one trigger for autophagy. When we fast, we also boost growth hormone. And growth hormone is our quintessential anti-aging hormone. It helps to improve our sex hormone production. It helps to improve our immune system, our ability to burn fat for fuel, to build lean body mass, to improve our collagen formation for healthy skin, healthy joints, right? Healthy bones. And so it's just very, very powerful for our body. And we get that when we're fasting, we're going to boost up this growth hormone. It also is very powerful for inflammation, like I was talking about. Reduces inflammation in the brain, reduces these inflammatory interleukins, like, for example, Th17 cells, interleukin 1 and interleukin 6, helps reduce those and increases your T regulatory cells, which reduce autoimmunity and inflammation that damages your own self tissue. It helps improve leptin sensitivity and adiponectin production, which helps your body burn fat for fuel and reduces inflammation. And it improves your microbial diversity. And I've talked about that on previous videos, where it helps improve Akkermansia mucinophilia production and helps your body basically have a better, your microbiome has a better food pyramid. So rather than just feeding these larger bacteria, when you fast, you actually help feed all layers of your bacteria. You have basically like 3 different layers. And the bottom feeders are the ones that live in deep within the gut mucosa, like Akkermansia. And you're helping to feed that. And that's associated with reduced gastrointestinal inflammation, reduced leaky gut and autoimmunity. So a lot of great benefits from that. Now, ways to do a 1 day fast. You could do something like a 22 to 24-hour fast, which is where I typically am. I'm very lean, and this just works great for me. And I end up doing it actually 2 days a week. So I do the 5-2 fast in a 22 to 24-hour fasting range typically. Now, I've definitely done 36 to 42-hour fasts. For me personally, I think just because I'm so lean, they don't work as well. I feel like I start to lose some muscle mass when I do that. But for somebody that's really looking to burn fat for fuel, if you got a lot of extra body fat on you, I'm very lean. I'm like 8% body fat. So I'm extremely lean. You can see every muscle and striation. So I don't have as much reserve. Whereas somebody else that's looking to burn fat, more fat for fuel, ramping it up to a 36 or 42-hour fast. Like let's say you eat dinner on Saturday and then you don't eat again until lunch on Monday, for example. That would be like a 42-hour fast. So for me, I'm doing a 22 to 24-hour fast, and I'm doing the 5-2 fasting. So I usually do lunch on Wednesday, and then I fast until lunch on Thursday, and then I usually do just fasting dinner to dinner from Friday to Saturday. Or if I don't do that, I'll do lunch on Saturday and then fast till lunch on Sunday. Something along those lines seems to work great for me. Another benefit of a one-day fast is it's in a sense like a Sabbath. You know, in the Bible, it talks about how God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it and rested. And, you know, in our society, it's so easy to work 7 days a week and keep ourselves just grinding 7 days a week. But God really, you know, in the Bible really talks about the importance of a Sabbath. Okay. And I think there's a lot of benefits to that. Just taking a day where you're not working as much, where you're focusing more on relaxation and sleep, reducing stress, you know, and it doesn't have to be spiritual. It certainly can be. For me, I'm a Christian, so it's a very important part of my life, but, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be. You can just be focusing on gratitude, you know, rest, you know, just unwinding and maybe practicing some of your hobbies, things like that, going out in nature, doing things like that can be really, really helpful. And so that's a great thing to be doing. And, you know, for my wife and I, we do Saturday as our Sabbath. And, you know, we just really enjoy that day as a day with family. We try to stay away from social media, and things like that. We just try to, you know, not work and not be on social media, but instead be spending time with family, being outdoors. Both my wife and I do fasting. We'll drink water and stuff like that, but we do some sort of fasting with that because we feel like it's just a really great overall approach. Okay, and we rest more. We take a nap that day. We pray together more on that day, and so I think these are all healthy things to be doing with your one-day fast. Now, for some people, they find that it's much easier to fast when they stay busy, and I totally get that. That makes a lot of sense as well, and you know, I do that as well. But you know, also doing it as a part of just resting your body, your whole body, by resting your digestive system can be really therapeutic and helpful as well. Now, what can you have on your one-day fast? You can have water. Depending on your goals, you can have black coffee. Okay, so if you're wanting to be busy, right, and be productive, have your black coffee. Okay, obviously can give you, you know, enhanced cognitive function when you're having that. Now, if you're doing it more like a Sabbath where you really want to rest, I think it's good to take 1 day a week away from caffeine, right? I think that's a really good idea for pretty much everybody. And so, you know, so doing that would be helpful. Maybe some herbal tea that you can do. You can put a little salt in your water or salt on your tongue. I'll often do like a little bit of pickle juice or maybe just a little bit of salt from time to time. Some apple cider vinegar maybe in your water, or lemon or lime juice in your water. Those are all fine. You can do those things. That's no problem. Or you could even do a partial fast. Like if you feel like doing a full 1 day fast is just a little too extreme for you, you might just do broth, right? Like bone broth or green juice or something along those lines, right? There's multiple different ways of doing partial fasting. For some people, they put butter in their coffee, right? Or MCT oil in their coffee, something along those lines. And that works for them for their 1 day fast. For other people, they do a Daniel fast where they go away from all animal products just for that 1 day. And, you know, that works for them. Now, I think you're going to get the best benefit from doing a water fast, okay, during that period of time. However, you will still get a lot of benefits from doing one of these partial fasting strategies as well for your 1 day fast. And then can you exercise? you certainly can. And again, depends on your goals. If you're taking it more like a Sabbath, probably not a good idea to exercise, instead just go out, take a walk, things like that. If you're just really trying to rest your body. But outside of that, you absolutely can. In fact, when I do my fast, my Wednesday lunch to Thursday lunch fast, I usually work out either mid-morning on Thursday or midday right before I break the fast. And that's usually the best thing to do is exercise right at the end of the fast. Okay. And that will ramp up ketone production in your system. So you'll burn through that glycogen, really be burning fat for fuel. You're going to get a great release of growth hormone. You're going to stimulate more mitochondria production, higher levels of autophagy. So you can do that. And then you can supplement right afterwards with like some branched chain amino acids, or have a protein shake or do something along those lines, doing something to break the fast at the end. Okay. Now, again, with that fasted exercise, really not a good idea to do very long exercise, like more than an hour. You can see in this graphic, I say no more than 30 minutes, maybe up to 45 minutes, but I wouldn't go any longer than that in that fasted state. However, getting a good workout in can be really helpful. I wouldn't do it the first time you do a fast, but as you get more experience with doing a 24-hour fast, then exercising at the end of it is just really how you take it up another notch. And so you'll get, again, a greater release of growth hormone, greater mitochondrial biogenesis, greater autophagy. So, really good fat burning, muscle building. So a lot of benefits to it. But again, not the first thing that you do. Get your body comfortable fasting for 24 hours before you add in that sort of exercise. Now, in the meantime, while you're trying to get comfortable, you can certainly go out and take a walk, right? Play with your kids, just do some light activity. That's great. I think that's really, really helpful. We should always be looking for opportunities to get light activity in. So that's real helpful. And then best foods to use when breaking a fast. This isn't as important when it's a 24-hour fast. After 48 hours, so after like 2 full days of a fast, your digestive system shuts down. You stop producing stomach acid, bile, pancreatic enzymes. Your body uses that energy to heal and to regulate cells and regenerate itself. Now, if you're only fasting 24, 36, 42 hours, your digestive system hasn't shut down, but it might slow down a little bit. It might be in the process of slowing down. So it's still a good idea, for that first meal to possibly start it out with some easy stuff to digest. Okay. Maybe protein shake. That's usually what I'm doing. Green juice, different things like that. Even if you're doing like a dinner to dinner and you're going to break your fast with like a steak and vegetables and things like that, a good idea would be to like have some sauerkraut like 10 minutes beforehand, or chew on some ginger root, or have some apple cider vinegar and water, or, something along those lines. You may even have like some bone broth or something that will help to start to awaken your digestive system before you throw the steak in there. I think that's a really helpful thing, and you'll get better results doing it. So it doesn't, again, give you like 10 minutes before, right? So that way you're just kind of waking it and priming your system and saying, oh, okay, food's coming in now. Let's rev this machine up and get your system going. So again, all, these are just strategies to help you guys out, be more successful at this. But I really think that engaging in a 1-day fast every single week can be one of the healthiest things that we can do as a society, really as mankind, is to do something along these lines. I think it's really helpful. And then the other days you could do some sort of intermittent fasting, depending on how well your body handles that. And you may even have 1 or 2 days a week where you do more of a feast. Okay. So I like to have a feast day. Usually it's on Sunday and it's for 2 meals. Okay. In fact, Thursday and Sunday are a little bit more feast-like meals where I eat a higher amount of calories because I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm really just trying to ramp up autophagy and improve ketone production and mental health, right? And just cognitive acceleration, my energy, my brain. And so I still try to get, roughly the same amount of calories, even though I don't count them. My body just naturally wants to eat more on Sundays, so I'm eating lunch and dinner. And then especially on Thursdays, because Thursdays I do an intense workout after a 24-hour fast. And so usually Thursday and Friday are higher calorie consumption days. And then I fast again on Saturday. Okay. And so, you'll find your own cycle as you go through this. And I really just listen to my body. I don't count calories. I'm listening to the messages my body gives me. I'm listening to the feeling of satiation. If my body says I'm satiated, then I'm done. If it says, hey, I still need more, okay, then I'm consuming more food. So I hope that makes sense to you guys, and hope this was a great training. So I would love to hear your questions, comments below. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do. That way you get access to all of my trainings, and hit the bell button so you get notified whenever I go and have a new upload or go live. So anyways, guys, be blessed, everybody, and we'll see you soon.